HR Basics is a series of short courses designed to highlight what you need to know about a particular human resource management topic. In today's HR Basics, we explore affirmative action. Affirmative action is designed to address historic injustices against specific groups by making special efforts to provide members of these groups with access to employment opportunities. Affirmative actions include training programs, outreach efforts, and other positive steps. These procedures should be incorporated into a company's written personnel policies. Employers with a written affirmative action program must implement them, keep them on file, and update them annually. Affirmative action was established by Executive Order 11246 and requires affirmative action plans. EO 11246 specifically requires federal contractors and subcontractors to put into place affirmative action programs. On September 24, 1965, President Lyndon Johnson signed Executive Order 11246. The order required federal departments and agencies to impose non-discrimination and affirmative action rules. It also created the Office of Federal Contract Compliance Programs. The OFCCP is an agency within the U.S. Department of Labor. The OFCCP has a national network of 6 regional offices, each with district and area offices in major metropolitan cities. The OFCCP conducts compliance evaluations to determine whether a contractor is complying with its obligation to maintain non-discriminatory employment practices. The OFCCP also investigates complaints filed against a federal contractor that suggest discrimination against a group of individuals. If the complaint alleges a federal contractor discriminated against an individual, the OFCCP will refer the complaint to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the EEOC. Affirmative action programs are not filed with the Office of Federal Contract Compliance Programs. They're kept by the contractor and must be produced in case of an audit by the OFCCP. A federal contract is any agreement between a department or agency of the federal government and any person for the purchase, sale, or use of goods and services. A federal subcontract is an agreement or agreement with a federal contractor either for the furnishing of supplies or services, for the use of real or personal property, or under which any portion of the federal contract's obligation under any contracts is performed, undertaken, or assumed. Courts may require employers to adopt affirmative action programs as a remedy for discrimination under Title VII. Some employers adopt voluntary affirmative action programs to remedy past adverse impact against protected classes. The objectives of these plans are to increase utilization of minorities, correct employment practices that hamper equal employment opportunity, strengthen accountability, and promote equal opportunity. An affirmative action plan is a set of goal-oriented management policies and procedures to eliminate barriers to employment and increase retention of minorities, women, and qualified disabled persons that are not based on specific job requirements. Affirmative action ensures that all qualified applicants and employees are receiving an equal opportunity for recruitment, selection, advancement, and every other privilege of employment. An affirmative action plan is a tool used by management to create equal employment opportunities for all applicants and existing employees. Using quantitative analysis, affirmative action plans compare the composition of a contractor's workforce to that of other relevant labor pools. Affirmative action plans conduct a utilization and availability analysis, identify goals and timetables, not quotas, and develop and implement an action plan. Affirmative action plans will include a policy statement, a workforce and utilization analysis, designation of responsibilities, problem area identification, and goals and timetables. There are numerous reasons given by supporters why affirmative action needs to be used, like to reverse negative effects caused by years of discrimination, to make sure minorities are represented in schools and the workforce, or to create equal opportunity. Opponents of affirmative action argue that reverse discrimination shouldn't be used to fix past discrimination, and that people should be chosen based on merit, not race or gender, and minorities and women from lower classes aren't helped by affirmative action, only those individuals from privileged backgrounds. A central premise underlying affirmative action is that, absent discrimination, over time, a contractor's workforce generally will reflect the gender, racial, and ethnic profile of the labor pools from which the contractor recruits and selects.